proof that the men in our society are a goddamn mess, look no further, because it feels like we have the polarity right now, right? We have people like the Harrison Buckers, who may as well be a Betty Crocker spokesperson, and then we have the Andrew Tate, who, alleged, gotta throw in the alleged, woman beater, basically. I've seen the videos, sweetie, okay? And this guy thinks his idea of masculinity and asserting your role as a masculine man is literally inseminating any walking, breathing thing on the planet, right? So if you need...
Pause it. So, okay, there's a couple things we won't get into there. But you, at the very beginning, you said men are a mess. Mm-hmm. So can you expand on that?
What I was saying, they're not all a mess. Should I specify again that I love men? It's like the fifth time's the charm.
One more time.
No, it's what I've said on this show. Of course, they're not all a mess, but it's what I was saying, how, they're lost in the sauce, lost their footing around their own identity themselves, how to interact with women. These obviously... I by no means, and I say this in the full show, I'm saying every man is in one of these camps, right? These are obviously extreme examples in our society, but both of them have big, followings and people who,
How's Butker extreme? He didn't even say anything extreme.
Well, I have defended him at the time, saying, look, it's the guy's point of view, let him live, like, stop crucifying him. But I took issue with the fact that he gave this speech. And again, like, dude, take the moment to address the men. Like, he's addressing the women. And he's like, yeah, I would venture to guess, you women want to pursue this career-wise. But at the end of the day, you all just want to be wives and mothers. And I stand by what I said at the time. It's like, it's just, to me, a very traditional, puritanical, archaic way of looking at the world. And, it's
non-puritanical. So.
Well, I know, because we know where you stand on all of this. So
no. I mean, even from his worldview, it's non-puritanical. So Butker's a Catholic. So Butker thinks he thinks in terms of teleology. He thinks in purpose. So that's Catholicism, Roman Catholicism. That's moving towards teleology. So he says, from his worldview, the fulfillment of purpose of men is X, and for women it's X. So your highest value, your highest purpose to God and man is this purpose. And the purpose is to be a good wife, mother, this and that. In exchange for that, all of society and God will value you.
All right, you just proved my point.
How did that prove your point?
Because I said it's a puritanical way
That's
of
not
looking
Puritan.
at the world.
Puritanism is the opposite of this. Puritanism is like this bizarre concept of semi-sweet chocolate and shit like that. That's Puritanism is Protestant prattle. That has nothing to do with a Roman Catholic
You're
foundation.
trying to poke holes in my thing, and I know what I'm saying. And again, like everything I've said today, common sense people will know exactly what I'm saying.
No, I don't think they will.
And you have to remember, at the time, you can go in the full show and watch it. I wasn't like, this fucking idiot, blah, blah, blah. I was like, guys, back off. It's his point of view, right? And many people
Butker is a Catholic. Catholics drink. Catholics, what do you mean? They're not Puritans.
But to assume, he's saying it's his opinion, and it's rooted, right, in faith, religion, these traditional views and values. That's okay. I'm just saying, he's saying the highest calling for a woman is to be a wife, a mother. But that simply eradicates all of the other amazing things. I personally, I find I'm not a wife or mother yet. I can't wait to be. But I have just as equal passion in what I do. So to me, it's just archaic. It's like, it just feels like Betty Crocker. It's just like being a wife and mother. And so, again, I don't think it's the gospel. I could see validity in what he's saying. Of course, that women have that natural... nurturing tendencies to want those things. And I had actually a debate with a woman on my show about this. Like, do most women at the end of the day, as much as everyone here all day long, feminists, I don't need men, at the end of the day, is that something that we all want on some level? Maybe, yeah. So I'm not discrediting him, but I also think, it's a little archaic to want to say, women, you guys are going to be happiest doing this and this. It's a little like, okay, it's a little 1950s to me. That's all. You don't have to get bent out of shape. That's what I was saying.
So from his perspective, and this can't be a Puritan. Catholics drink, Catholics smoke cigars. They do the opposite of what is called Puritanism. Okay, the opposite. They're not Puritans. Now you can
there's so much rooted in what's bad and sin and rules and
remember
control.
the interrupting thing, right? How I do it, not you though. Just saying. So when you rewind it, you'll see. But anyway, I just wanted to point that out as an example. But in any case, when you're talking about purpose from his perspective, right? He's not saying any of these other contributions are not valuable. You're not saying that's not valuable to be in the sciences if you're a woman. It's not valuable for you to do X thing as a woman. He's saying the highest purpose,
I know, I just had that.
higher than all other purposes, is this. No, you made a natural law argument. He said, yeah, naturally they like it. It's not. It's not that you're saying.
He said that's his opinion, which many share of a woman's highest calling with God. I said that is his opinion. You just regurgitated what I said.
No, you actually said it's natural. You were moving into this is natural.
I said, is there an element of it that every woman, right? You could be the most career go-getting, I don't need no man, blah, blah, blah. Deep down, is that what women really want? Do women, at the end of the day, maybe they do want to have a family? They do. Yes, maybe. This is the nuance I'm talking about. It's like, okay, both things can be true. Right? Okay, maybe, actually, maybe all women do. Maybe women at the deep down, I don't know what, I'm kind of validating your thing, so I don't know why you're being weird.
Should we move on?
So then I just got one last question on it.
Okay.
So then, do you think that society's gotten better as the nuclear family's broken down?
I'm for again, why does it have to be one or the other? I grew up in a nuclear family where my mom was a fucking boss. So why does it have to be that? And again, then on the other end, I know people who were like, in light of the Harriet and Bucker things, were like, you know what? I had a stay-at-home mom. It was the best thing that ever happened for me. Both things can be true.
Sure.
And I agree with the nuclear family thing. I've said that throughout the show.
So has society gotten better as the nuclear family has broken down, or worse?
There's so many factors that go into it. I would say overall, no. But why is that predicated on women being home and making banana bread?
Because that's what the nuclear family is. The nuclear family is the woman stays at home and the man goes and works.
That's not what a nuclear family is.
Then what is the nuclear family?
A solid, what you were saying earlier, mother and father who are together. Why does she have, your argument makes no sense.
Yes, it won't.
In what, can you Google Brian nuclear family, and
Yeah.
in what part of the definition does it say the woman has to stay home?
Well, it's not a must, it's an optimization.
And when you talk about the breakdown of society, I agree. And it's more than just a nuclear family. Now we have gender norms going all wacky. We have things that you and I can probably agree on. There's so many things that go into play than a woman being home to make apple pie.
Yeah, so as women have not been home as much making the apple pie in the nuclear family, and you would agree that most women who were in a nuclear family, when it was a nuclear family, were at home, right?
How many of them were happy?
Just stop obfuscating every fucking question. Answer.
Stop obfuscating.
You did it.
Stop.
How many
Does
women
that say
weren't
whatever?
living their...
Does this say whatever?
Does it say whatever?
Okay, we're just not going to see eye to eye.
Tell me.
Does that say whatever?
Tell me what it says.
Does it say whatever?
Right now.
Just say yes or no.
Right now,
How
bitch.
dare you? What does it say?
Is there a not say whatever rule that I know about?
No, I just want to know. Does that say whatever?
Why do you want to know?
Why don't you tell
Can
us?
you just say yes or no?
Yes or no?
I want to know why it's
I want to know why.
Because
you
I want to
don't
see
know.
if it's
can't
possible for you to
read.
answer a single question I actually asked
Why
you.
is it not possible?
You just don't want to
That's
hear
why.
what I say.
We want to hear it. We want to hear. We're here for it.
Brian.
Go off, Queen.
Oh.
Go off.
Takes one to know one. Brian.
Was that an own? Was that like?
It takes one to know one, Brian.
Was
I'm
that-
calling
You're
you
also
queen in
a
your own
queen.
way.
There were ghosts
Yes.
up on lithium, yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I'd just like to see if you can
Not
actually
in my
answer a single
opinion,
question
and
I
if
ask you.
I
Hey,
am. You
hold
just
on.
go
you
around
you need
everything.
to answer
You
his
can't
question
hear it.
first before you ask some more questions. Does that say
Whatever.
Does it say whatever?
Arbitrary.
Hold on. Can just spell whatever for us? How about that? Can you spell it?
Can't. I'm
Do
just
it.
dumb blonde.
Don't say that.
Dumb whore.
You're so much more than
Don't.
that.
You're so much
I
more.
can't. I
Can you just spell whatever for us?
can't. I don't even know what it means.
That big brain of yours has so many
don't
letters
know
in
what
it
it
that I just know you can spell it.
Anyway, again, I don't it's your view that the nuclear family, by definition, means, I suppose, the man goes to work, the woman stays home.
So the nuclear family inside of the United States, would you agree with me? Can you actually answer this? Answer it. Don't obfuscate. Don't bullshit.
Don't bullshit.
Actually
Will you
answer
come
the
over
question. Stop
here?
simping, Brian.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not simping.
So look,
Will you come over here?
So I got to ask you. Okay, if you can, I just want to see if you can actually answer this. Do you think when we had intact nuclear families that the women mostly stayed home or they were mostly working?
They were home. It was a different time.
Yes, they were home. So
Women
as
weren't
that
able to go out and work. It was their role in being controlled in society.
As that unit has broken down, where the woman stay at home inside the nuclear family and man work, do you think society's better or worse?
You're
Hey,
conflating
no.
two
Answer the question.
things.
Answer the
No
question.
conflation.
No, I won't, Brian. Here's why. No. I like you, Brian, a little more now. But here's
Bro, why? You're in a
here's
relationship.
why. Brian.
Bro.
Because
Yo, you're flirting with me, bro.
did you like it?
Hold on.
Okay, so
That's fucking disgusting.
Bro, you got a
You wish,
got a
Brian,
boyfriend,
and your
bro.
lucky day.
You got a boyfriend.
Yeah,
bro.
I know,
Stop
I
trying to
know.
flirt, man.
So
Damn, what the fuck?
yeah, lay down the law, Brian.
What the?
I won't answer that because you did such a loaded question, which you've done this
not a
entire
loaded
night.
question.
Yes, he
Andrew
did.
said
He
loaded
said
question.
when
No.
X,
Andrew
Y,
said it's not a
Z,
loaded
when
question.
this, when the women were home. Now is it better or worse? There's so many other
What
things
do you know
you
about
aren't
loaded?
taking into
You know things about
consideration.
loaded? Do you know about loaded?
So usually what you do is
A loaded gun.
usually people will answer the question, then give the qualifier for why they object. They don't usually just object. They usually answer the question and then give the objection. That's usually what people do.
But you did a whole. You do not
bro,
understand. You
just
said,
answer.
well, by this, so Z, right?
Yeah, so
that means
so-
I'm agreeing. If I say yes, that means I'm agreeing to
Nope.
everything you said, which you strategically did.
No, you can agree that yes, it has broken down since the nuclear family's broken down, and then give a counter argument, but that's not because of the nuclear family. That's how you would
enough.
that's how you would do an argument, right?
Fair enough.
So as we go in this, the only reason we keep getting stuck forever on these topics because I can't get an answer out of you.
Give us an answer.
So I just want to know
Your wingman.
if you're
Hype man.
I'm his hype man.
if you're an advocate for the nuclear family, okay, and you agree with me, you do agree with me that most women, at least in our conception of a nuclear family, stayed home. As that unit has broken down, has society gotten better or has it gotten worse?
Let me answer like a good little girl. It's gotten worse.
Yeah.
However, there are more factors at play
Yeah.
than women not just staying home. Did I do it?
Yeah, so what are the factors?
Yes. I just said.
Congratulations.
Thank you. There's so much technology. We have dating apps. We have people wanting new options. People can't
Boys.
commit. People
I got it.
aren't married for 50 years like they were with my grandparents, right? You have, like I said, gender norms getting all kooky, crazy. Men being women being men, emasculating men. You have all kinds of things going on.
And all
more
of
than
those
a woman.
and aren't all of
being in
those
the, like,
things essentially
why
the
does a
direct
woman-
assault on the nuclear family?
Why?
Yes.
Go ahead and answer.
You said all those things are.
Yeah,
assault
almost
on the-
everything that you named
It-
is directly an assault on the nuclear
Right,
family.
I agree. Well, that's what I said.
Well, then how's this not correlated then?
Because you're saying the sole reason is because women aren't staying home, and I just went
No, I'm
actually
saying that-
X, Y, Z, all these other things, and you're like, yeah, you're right.
Nope,
Actually.
I said it's because of the nuclear family, but the intact nuclear family, at least our conceptualization of it, is that men worked, women stayed home. That's the conceptual. You agree, right? That's the conceptualization.
That is what it was traditionally. Yes.
Yes.
You'd have to be a reptilian caveman to think that that's
keep
how.
reptiles out of this.
Sorry, they didn't
Won't
ask for
I'm
this.
not
You're
gonna
right.
warn you again.
Reptile lives matter.
Keep them out of
You
this.
didn't- yeah, no, you're right. You're right. You know, that's how it has to be now. And again, some people, even the woman I had on my show, she's like, look, stay-at-home moms get a lot of shit. They're labeled as lazy, as this, and we take pride in it and we love it. Again, I think that that's great. But why can't we do it with the reverse with women who are out working and adding and contributing to society while also being a mother? It's like, again, both things can be true.
That's true, but traditions are experiments which work. That's why they're traditions. Because
Does
it's an
it work
hang
that
on.
religion keeps people so
I just
controlled,
let
and
you
as
go.
grown adults, they're
Well, hang on. I'm going to answer all of these questions, okay, in sequence.
Oh, boy.
Yes. All traditions are experiments which work, or they wouldn't be traditions, right? They do them over and over and over and over and over again because it works. When it comes to religion and control, yes, of course, religion's a phenomenal control for society. Of course it is.
Oh, buddy. At least that you can acknowledge. I'll give you this:
Should
that you
we
can
move
acknowledge
on?
that it is control, and that it has. That's why it was.
Yeah, but I'm a
this
big
was for
fan of
control.
controlling society
I see
through
that.
religion. That's
Which
great.
is why it's so. This is bringing us way back to earlier, like 10 weeks ago. We started this podcast. Not to go into the weeds of this now, but that's why I asked if you were a socialist, communist, because you're so about control versus the individual man. Not to get deep and political, I'm just tossing
So
it.
deep.
I'm sorry.
I'm
I'm
just-
sorry. That's libertarian nonsense. So no, not only am I not a communist, loathe socialists, but I also really loathe libertarians who have a, from my opinion,
Why?
terrible worldview.
Why?
You want? I'll say. So I'm going to explain it,
Okay.
and I'm just going to ask you one question.
I won't interrupt.
Okay.
You have my
But I
attention.
want you to give me your word. You'll answer the question.
Okay.
Okay. Should the state enforce whether or not a brother and sister can have sex with each other?
Damn, bro, why you gotta tell
Ah,
me? That's crazy.
that is crazy.
That's crazy.
No, but it's wrong.
Yeah.
We gotta move things on, boys.
Can
Just
they
yeah.
enforce it?
Should they enforce it? Should they enforce against it like they do right now? Right this second, the state says, if you do that, straight to jail.
Straight.
Is that okay for the state to do?
As gross as that is, I don't think that's okay. for
Yeah.
the state.
So, I mean, now if you want to know why I'm not a libertarian, it's because of fucking wackadoo takes like that.
Wackadoo.
Oh, we can't stop you from having your test, baby. Sorry, we're libertarians
so when
over here.
does control go too far? To what end? If you're so bent on control.
So,
Oh my, can you guys wrap? I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but like 30 seconds each so I can try to wrap this up.
Can
You
we
know?
get along?